I mean, yeah. Did y'all forget I can score? No. I get a lot of questions these days about why I make shots. So, I mean, I still know how to score, even though I pass a lot. But I mean, I also have a team around me that supports me and has the confidence in me to go out and make plays and score the basketball, or whether that's to pass them the ball, which I have trust and faith in them to make their shots. So, I mean, I just play, and whatever the defense gives me, it's what I take. So whether that's to score, which I still can do that, by the way, or if that's to pass.
Anything else?
Stack it up.
Oscar, just defensively, seemed like they were really trying to pull you out all over the place. What were they doing against you guys?
I think I don't think they did anything special. I think it was just our defensive intensity and a bit of focus for us on defense that we lacked during this game, which I think we will definitely improve. But I think all the defensive errors was all on us. I don't think they did. They made us make mistakes, you know.
Hey, Fletcher, you're a coach's son. Reflect on Coach Katie sitting on the sidelines there at almost every game, Katie Court, what that means to your team.
Yeah, it's pretty special because he kind of started this culture of playing hard and playing with spirit and playing for something bigger than ourselves in this community. So definitely playing for one another and supporting each other, and him being able to sit there with his name on the court is pretty special, and we don't really try not to take it for granted.
Braden, while we had not forgotten that you could score, it had been a while since you had been scoring in the 20s. I just wondered, you talked at the Wisconsin game a little bit about how, maybe that was just that night, how it was easier to get distracted, whatever. Did getting past that record lighten any load or allow you to play with even more freedom here in these last couple games since then?
I would say a little bit. I just think it's just more of a focus thing rather than lighten a load, because I feel like obviously that's the expectation I hold for myself, which was to get it. And then I got to hold myself accountable to still finish a basketball game and win and do it the right way. So I think it's a mixture of both. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, I just got to lock in and then finish a basketball game and not let the outside noise or outside achievements kind of get in the way of what we want to accomplish.
Fletcher, when you're going through a shooting slump, I guess, or not up to what your standards are for yourself, to see one go in, and it started to run there, I think, there in the first half, how much of a relief is it almost to just see one go down, and then it seemed that kind of opened things up for you a little bit?
Yeah, it feels good. It's putting in the work and being confident in myself, whether they go in or not, to keep taking them.
Oscar, obviously TKR kind of got in some early foul trouble there, and then he was just a little bit out of rhythm, missed some shots he normally makes, but then you stepped up and scored more. How did that influence what you were able to do?
What do you mean, sorry?
Yeah, just like, scoring the ball, being more aggressive. How did TKR maybe not having the game he usually has change what you were able to do?
I mean, I think the other team will focus on him a lot, and like some games like they were today, they were heavy doubling him, and it creates opportunity for me in a huge way. So yeah.
Hey, Braden, as a senior, kind of reflect on this season and how much fun you're having this season.
Yeah, I think just understanding in my first 3 years how quick it goes, especially once Christmas break is over and obviously you're getting Big Ten play. It just goes by so fast because you're just focused on the next win, and then 3-4 days go by, and then here you are, March Madness, and then the season's over after that. But I think just trying to understand, that's what I've been trying to tell people on the team, like the younger guys, and that's like my biggest piece of advice for them is to just like truly enjoy it. Like I know that's like simple to say, but just truly enjoy it because it does go by pretty quick, and it just I don't know, just it's a great time to be alive, I guess.
Fletcher, there was a sequence in the second half, might have been back-to-back possessions, where Oscar and TKR both got fouled while taking offensive rebounding positions. And just what are you seeing on the court or whatever from just the accumulation of the physicality of those two guys, maybe in ways that don't even show up in the box score?
Yeah, it's two big guys that are doing their job and going to get on the offensive glass. So, especially when teams are putting two on the ball and pick and roll, or two on the ball on the post, it creates rotations, which means it opens up the rebounding balance for those guys. So, being able to those guys to go hit every time, it's a lot to handle, and they're either going to foul or we're going to get offensive rebounds. So, credit to them for continuing doing their job, whether they get it, whether they get fouled, or whether they don't.
Braden, going back to the scoring aspect, when you're not hunting your shots as much, are you seeing defenses play you differently that's opening up lanes to get to the basket or giving you better looks at threes because basically on the film they've seen probably earlier from this year, you're not shooting as much?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. It's just they're probably trying to play me as a scorer and want me to not pass the ball and go make plays. And obviously that just opens the floor even more for me because if I'm aggressive and scoring and making shots, then they're going to have to help or else I'm going to keep scoring. But yeah, I would just say that's basically what it is.
And then somebody who also can score, CJ, continues every game to do something that just seems to give you guys a boost that leads to winning. What impact does he have, whether it's scoring, defense, rebounding? It seems like it's something different every game.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously he can shoot and score all over the floor, and he can go make a play for himself. But I think he just defensively, I mean, he gets steals for us, and then we're able to push in transition, and then he got those 2 and 1s, and I think that's kind of what blew the lead open a little bit. And I think for him, it's obviously different every night. Like, obviously, teams guard him differently. They'll leave him open some nights, and he's going to make threes, or they'll guard him tightly, and he doesn't get a shot. So, I mean, it just really depends. But he stays ready, and he's obviously capable of scoring.
Oscar, and some rebounding there, they couldn't keep you off the glass.
Yeah, well, my theory is no one wants to like bash their body for 40 minutes, you know. So going in the game strong and just doing that from the beginning, obviously, like over time, your body gets tired, gets sore, and people don't want to guard you anymore. So that's the theory.
Anything else?